Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, welcome to Fairfield Today. We are downtown Lancaster, and as we tape, beautiful day out here, heading for the festival, not that far away, and we'll kind of be talking about some kind of festival related things coming up here today on the show. We're glad you're with us. We are downtown, of course, in the lobby of Fairfield Federal, and we have kind of an artsy bend to the show today. A couple of things we'll be talking about, but first, always fun to have on Ohio University Lancaster. They do so many great productions during the year, and as it gets close to Lancaster Festival time, they always have some special things going on, and certainly the one we're going to talk about today is in that realm there. It's Beauty and the Beast, a big production out at Ohio University Lancaster, and Victor Jones, kind of the main guy out there at OUL in the theater department, has set us up with a couple local people that we're going to be very excited. We actually have the aforementioned Beauty and the Beast. And as we turn here, I think you can pick out which one is which. I'm just guessing you can. We got Nick Foster here. He's the Beast.
I'm
right?
the Beast.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you.
I was the Beast.
Yeah, I'm the Beauty. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, that's harsh. Katherine Soltice as Belle. First of all, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Pretty
you for
exciting.
having us.
It's getting here. How long have you been working on this show now?
About a month.
About a month.
A month?
Yeah.
A month.
So we're kind of getting showtime here, a couple of weeks away. I mean, you feeling good about things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
going well? Is Victor pretty tough on you? Is he making you toe the mark?
Yeah.
I would say so.
He's very passionate about what he does, and I really appreciate that.
Really, I had noticed that about him. He seems so laid back and easy going. No, I guess that's not we're not talking about the same Victor Jones here, are we? Not laid back and, no.
Well,
I
he can
wouldn't.
be.
He can be.
He can be. He's very passionate about what he does.
Yes.
And
Well,
it's wonderful.
he's very excited about this production. I know Beauty and the Beast, it's going to be July 21st, 28th at 2 p.m., and then August 2nd at 7 p.m. and August 4th at 2 p.m. So a little bit of odd times there, but I guess July 21st and 28th are the ones we can certainly think about coming up, but both at 2 p.m. So tell me about your characters for the maybe one or two people out there that don't know the story of Beauty and the Beast. It is, a stage, animated thing. Tell me about the Beast. Is he a pretty good dude?
Well, he doesn't start off as a pretty good dude.
Okay.
He is a prince, condemned to a beastly form because he's selfish and all of those terrible things. But he learns to love, and he becomes a better person because of it. He's able. Well, I won't spoil it though. I won't spoil what
No
happens
spoiler
at the end.
alert. We don't want that. We
I
want
won't
him to come.
Yes.
How about the Beauty? What can you tell us about her?
So Belle she's a very unique girl. She stands out from the people in her village, which makes her want to leave. And she ends up, no spoilers, in the castle with the Beast.
Sure.
And it kind of changes her perspective, and like living with him and having the relationship with him kind of changes her perspective on things.
So what would you say, let's go with you first. Do you have a favorite moment? A moment you kind of think is cool?
I really like the moment where the Beast and Belle start bonding for the first time.
Okay.
It's they read a book together, and it's very sweet.
That's nice. You?
That is a really good moment. I do love it when they read the book. It's a nice
It's
bonding
very nice.
moment.
So that's kind of a big moment for both of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's when they start to come together. It's when the relationship starts to really grow. It's a great moment, and it's just really cute. It's adorable.
We have a lot of fun
Things
doing
kind
it.
of turn in kind of being rough to being, well, we're a little more compatible here as we get along. And I heard it referred to it that if you're going to be in this musical, you have to be a triple threat. Now, it took me a moment to figure that because I was thinking it's a musical, so we go with the singing and the acting, which we know you're going to do, but then a triple threat. You folks are dancers too. Am I stretching it too much to
Might
call
be
you a dancer?
stretching it a little bit for me.
I got the opinion of our assistant choreographer, and she said I'm a strong mover.
Strong mover. You're not a dancer, but you're a strong mover.
I have danced. I'm not the strongest dancer.
Have they said you're a strong mover?
I'm an adequate stander.
So good on the acting, good on the
singing.
and then kind of learning to get in the groove of the dancing.
There's not a lot of dancing that the Beast does, but the choreography in the show is fantastic. There are a lot of great dancers. There's a lot
of numbers?
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of great dance numbers.
A lot of very big dance numbers.
Really? Mm-hmm. You do all of those? Are you involved in all those as the Beast? You probably are.
I am in, I would say about half.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say I dance in about half.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you got a lot going on here. Now, both of you are Ohio University students, I guess, in Athens, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how's that work? You just heard about the audition and you say, Lancaster's not that far away, we can come
Actually, we're both actually Ohio University acting students.
up? Okay.
And did you get the email? Did you find out from the email from Mary?
Well, I learned about it a little bit earlier because my girlfriend lives in Lancaster.
Okay.
And she auditioned for the show. She's in the show. She plays one of the silly girls.
Very funny.
And so I auditioned for the show as well because I'm an acting student. We're both acting students, and we also got an email from
Our dean.
Yeah, or I don't exactly know what Mary is.
She's the dean of.
I think she's the director of the school.
Let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
That'll work.
She's important.
She's
Okay.
important, and she's awesome.
So tell me about the set here. Is there are a lot of things behind you? I mean, Beauty and Beast, that's a kind of an over the top. You know, I'm thinking of animated in the Broadway. It's a big set. Is that kind of how it is out here in Lancaster?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of going on there.
It's very tall.
Big. So it makes you feel kind of
Yeah.
small.
It's
Even the Beast.
I don't know if it makes
Yeah.
him
I mean,
tall.
I'm a pretty tall guy, but it's much taller
Really?
than I am.
So a big set.
Yeah.
Lots of musical numbers. We've established that. How about the costumes? I suspect yours is, when we talk over the top, I would say yours is probably pretty big.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this really great mask. It is grotesque. But it looks so wonderful. And I wear all these extravagant outfits. It gets really hot, but that's all right.
Yeah. So you change within the costumes within the play a couple times. How about the Belle, the beauty? Do you have different? I assume
I have multiples.
Being the beauty, you probably changed
I
several
think
times.
I have 3 costumes and a cloak.
A lot going on there.
They're very nice. They're very nice.
So almost quadruple threat. You've got to be a change master. You've got to get back there and get changed and get back out, and sometimes probably pretty quickly.
I've got a pretty quick change.
Now, so tell us, you've been doing this now. You obviously know the story, Beauty and the Beast. Why do you think people would want to come see this? What would be the draw for somebody? If you're a person here in Fairfield County, say, why would we want to come there?
Well, I mean, it's a Disney movie. Obviously, a lot of people are really attached to Disney, but it's a beautiful story. The idea that anybody can change, anybody can be saved from the mistakes that they've made in the past, and people can come together regardless of the circumstance.
I guess that's just a great story for any time. You kind of feel that too?
I totally agree with what he's saying. It's a Disney musical. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like it's such a big, like, extravagant thing that it's just gonna be fun to come see.
Yeah. It's exciting to have this here. I know, like I say, Victor, I think is very excited about this, about kind of everything going on. You know, we're coming into the festival here. It's kind of leading right up to the festival here with what you do. You're going to have some great crowds out there. And again, let's mention the times. I want to do that. It's Sunday, July 21st at 2 p.m. And then the next Sunday, July 28th at 2 p.m. And then it'll be Friday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. and Sunday, August 4th at 2 p.m. So I guess that's, I'm sure in some forms of things you've done in the past, maybe you do all this work and you get one performance and that's it, which is, that's the way it is sometimes. But is it better to do it multiple times? Are you glad you get to do it more once you've taken all the time to learn this? You
Yes.
are?
Yes.
Yeah, it's worth the effort to do it again.
Yeah. I like having lots of shows.
You?
Yeah, I agree. Every show is different. Every experience is different. Every person that comes to see the show is going to get just a little bit of a different experience. It's beautiful.
Oh,
So-
especially because we're double cast. Some
Yes.
of it. Some of our characters are double cast.
Really?
Yes.
How many people would you say are in the show? You got an idea?
28.
Wow.
28 or
Big
so.
cast. Big cast. A lot of, like, people singing all the time. A lot of stuff going on.
lot of
A lot of
talent.
songs.
A lot of songs, a lot of talent.
A lot of talent. It sounds like it's going to be wonderful. We want to mention how to get tickets. This is a key thing here. You can go online at ohio.edu/Lancaster, and you get on the website. They got all the information on there. You got that. They're $20 if you buy them that way. And they're also, you can go to Facebook and all the other social media platforms. They have a link. You can get to that. And again, it's $20 if you get it that way. You can get your seat at the door if you buy it, but it's $4 more. So let's say going online is the better way to do it. Going to be fun out here. Beautiful setting out there with everything behind you here. I hear you've got breakfast with Belle coming up
Yes, we do
too.
have breakfast with
Yes.
Belle.
What's
Just
that
gonna
about?
mention about. That is a pancake breakfast. That is
Ooh.
July 13th at 9 a.m. You'll see all of the cast in their costumes.
Really?
After breakfast, which will be at the OUL. At Ohio University Lancaster.
Right, it's in the gym, kind of starts out
yes,
in the
it
gym.
is. And then
it's
it'll-
all set up beautifully.
Yes. And then you'll move into the theater and you can walk on the set, take pictures with the cast. We'll be in costume. I'll probably be scaring multiple children, not intentionally.
Maybe a little intentional.
No, not intentionally.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, that's going to be a pretty cool thing. You'll both be there for that, and then kind of an introduction to everybody gets to see it. Gee, just thanks for getting involved in this and coming up. It's going to be just a wonderful time out here as we head into the Lancaster Festival. Thanks both of you, Nick Foster and Katherine Soltice. Glad you're with us. Beauty and the Beast, you can see them out there at Ohio University. Again, go online, ohio.edu/Lancaster. All the information for all the shot times and everything, how to get tickets and everything's on there. So best of luck out there for that. I know it's going to just be a great time. So have a fun time yourself out there while you do it. Thanks to Nick and Katherine for being with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Lancaster Festival is back for its 40th and best season yet, with visual artists and star-studded concerts. The festival is an amazing experience for all ages, featuring dozens of free and paid ticketed events, including concerts with country star Lee Bright, legendary pop group Wilson Phillips, and much, much more. To see a full schedule and purchase tickets for festival events, visit lancasterfestival.org today.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
I want a doctor who listens to me.
From primary care to specialty medicine, we put your needs first by treating you like a person, not a number. Our primary care team will help you identify your healthcare needs and set goals for success, regardless of where you are in your wellness journey. We care for patients of all ages, with offices that are close to you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
The reason why I do what I do is I love helping people, and I really love to work on understanding and striving to improve the lives of the people in our community. Being in Fairfield County is having a network of people around you.
I am driven by my belief that every individual deserves an opportunity to achieve mental and emotional balance, and I'm very passionate about contributing to that process.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
the Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Well, when we said the show today would have a definite arts flavor, we weren't kidding, and we want to thank Victor for setting up a couple young people who come in, Beauty and the Beast, to talk about their big show coming up here in a couple of weeks. And the second half of today's show, along the same lines, we love to talk about community theater in Lancaster and Fairfield County. There are so many opportunities for actors and singers and people to come back and do things in the community, and we love to talk about it. And as we think about community theater, I guess you really think of Millersport as being the first and the longest running. I think my guest here told me they'll be coming up soon on 50 years of doing this. That's almost unbelievable when you think about how long things have been going on. But Millersport Community Theatre has really been an integral part of the community getting involved here. They've got a big production coming up here in a couple of weeks too. We've got Mr. Isaac Poe. Isaac, welcome.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, thank you. Glad to have you here. Sound of Music, we were just talking about Beauty and the Beast, but if there's one that probably we think of as one of the great films and great musicals of all time, gosh, Sound of Music certainly is there. That's pretty exciting. And let me see if I can find that. I've got the dates here for it. Yes, it's July 19th, 20th, and 21st. It's the 19th at 7:30. And the 20th at 7:30, and then Sunday the 21st, it's at 2 p.m. So 2 evening shows and a matinee going on there, July 19th, 20th, and 21st. The Sound of Music, you are the stage manager for that. Tell me, what is the stage manager?
So the stage manager is a role on the production team of a show. It is the person who runs the backstage area.
Okay.
So during
things you don't see necessarily.
Exactly. So during the show, I will be backstage, kind of facilitating like where the actors are, shifting around different set pieces, different furniture that moves on and off, that kind of stuff. So just making sure everything's running smoothly backstage.
So making sure that whatever's coming up next is there.
Exactly.
If the next scene is to have a chair in it, that chair will be there. Probably a lot going on from you from well before the curtain even goes up, huh?
Absolutely. Normally I'm there 2 or 3 hours before the production to make sure everything's ready backstage to go, all the costumes are set, all the set pieces are ready to go, all of that kind of stuff.
So it's the Sound of Music. We think about that. We think about I guess it's the Von Trapp family when we think about them. And probably anybody that's ever been to community theater, everybody that's ever done any kind of theater work, that has fallen in their purview at some time, because it is one of the great ones. So are things going well there? Is it pretty exciting as you're getting close?
Absolutely. We are having a great time. It's always a lot of fun to bring a classic to the stage. We try to do a mix of more contemporary shows and classics.
Sure.
And it's been, like I said, an absolute blast bringing this one to the stage, a show that everyone knows well.
How long have you been, how long is the audition from that point on? How long has that been to get to here? A couple of months?
Yes, we started right about 2 months ago, so about 2.5 months total for the entire process.
Now, when I was just talking to the OU kids that were out here before you, we were talking about something that, a phrase I had kind of forgotten about, and Victor Jones told me about it, a triple threat. You probably have those people in your show here. They have to be able to, if you're going to be in the Sound of Music, you have to be able to act, you have to be able to sing, and probably dance in some parts. Is that appropriate?
Absolutely. This show is actually a lot of fun because our kids, the Von Trapp family, all sing, dance, act, all three. And we have 7 very talented kids playing our 7 Von Trapps, so we're very excited to see them. Some of them are brand new to our theater. Some of them have been doing shows with us for years, so it's very exciting to get to see them share their talents.
And do you have, and you would probably know this, are there people from all over the area in the show? I'm sure there's just not Millersport people.
Absolutely. We're very lucky at MCT to have people coming from everywhere. We have people from Lancaster, Sugar Grove, Newark. Some people come all the way from downtown Columbus. Everyone likes to come out to be part of our shows.
Well, like I said in kind of the intro, when I think of great community theater, I do think of Millersport, because you've done it for so long at such a high level. It's always been great shows, 2 or 3 of them a year. You've got things going on there. And it's a good chance here to mention the Whetstone family. Let me mention them. I think of Johanna and Josh are the two that typically we talk with more than anything, but it goes back certainly to their dad, and the Whetstones have been such an integral part of this, but I'm sure you can still feel the Whetstone influence in the Sound of Music.
Absolutely. We are always incredibly blessed to have the Whetstones share their talents with us. They are a fantastic family. Like I said, we have some of, you mentioned Josh, 2 of his kids are part of the cast. Nice. Joanna is part of our cast, so we're always lucky to have them. They're a very talented family.
Well, maybe they could be the Von Trapp family. There's enough probably Whetstones running around here. You could have them. They're talented. But so you had auditions, and so these young people, again, they have to be, if you're going to be in this show, you got to be able to act, which all of them obviously do, but you had to get kids that could sing too, so that perhaps is challenging with young kids.
They've been doing a great job. We are lucky to have our music director, Stephen Warner, who is very good with working with the kids. He's very experienced with younger kids, so they've had lots of music rehearsals. Obviously, the nice thing is kids are always excited to learn music and sing and dance, so they've been having a great time with it, and it really helps morale to have, all these little kids who are having a great time. So it's been a lot of fun to have them in our show.
Now, we mentioned the dates, July 19, 20, and 21. 19 and 20, that's Friday, Saturday. Yep. It's at 7:30, and then Sunday it's at 2. Where can tickets? Can you get them online on your website?
You can get them online at mctohio.com. If you just go on there, you can click Sound of Music tickets and buy them right there.
Now, this is at the elementary school up there. Can you get tickets at the door? Are they available? If they're available, are they for sale at the door?
You can get tickets at the door. You can also, if you get tickets ahead of time online, for an additional $15, you can pay to have a meal prior to the show.
Oh.
So that
all that's online. They'll tell you about all that on there.
Yes.
They've got a good website.
That's something we are bringing back that we used to do a long time ago, before I was around.
Almost dinner theater, kind of.
Yes, exactly. So we decided to bring it back for this show. So yeah, you can pay to have a little meal beforehand and make a whole evening out of coming to see Sound of Music.
Sounds great. Now, for maybe the 1 or 2 people who don't know, tell us what's a theme of what's going on with the Sound of Music.
Really, the overall theme of the Sound of Music is music, as you would imagine with a musical, and how it brings us together. So the show is about Maria coming into this family that have drifted apart since the loss of a mother, and her introducing music back into that family, and it really bringing them all together. And it's a beautiful story about how music can do that for us.
Well, it's again, when I think we just heard about Beauty and the Beast earlier, and of course everybody understands that, but when you think even maybe back to the 60s was when the Sound of Music come out, maybe the 70s, but it's just legendary in terms of Broadway, or a great choice by you folks that did it. Have you ever had it up here before, the Sound of Music?
I don't believe so. I think this is our first time doing it.
First time, so very good. Nice shirt too, let me mention that. You can see that with him on there like that. Sound of Music, July 19 through 21 this year out there at high school. How many seats you have out there? It's you've got a pretty good size setting.
I'm not sure. We do have a fairly good size auditorium, and we are lucky enough that our space does have a balcony section as well that we can sell. So we have plenty of seats.
Sure. So again, it's July 19, 20, and 21 out there at the elementary school in Millersport. The Sound of Music. A lot going on here. The director, he's probably got hands full with a lot of, especially with young people and things. And we talk about the number of cast. I think you guys, what do you say, maybe 30 people?
Right around 33, I believe.
Yeah, so a lot of moving parts. Probably from your stage manager, Isaac Poe, with us. He's the stage manager from your part. Probably a lot of moving parts back there. You keep you pretty busy.
Absolutely, yes. Especially because just the nature of the show, we're constantly moving out of different rooms in the Von Trapp house, and we go to the Nuns Abbey, so lots of set transitions and that kind of stuff. So lots of moving parts, but that's my job to make sure all those moving parts move smoothly, and it's something I enjoy doing very much.
Now, you've probably done this stage manager thing before. Have you ever done the other part where you're on stage? Is that part of what you do too?
Yes, I bounce back and forth. I've been on stage for a few shows. I was actually just on stage in the spring when we did the SpongeBob musical.
Sure.
A few months ago. So we have quite a few people who are interested in production team and stage managing. So different people will come in and stage manage. So different people have an opportunity to be on stage. That way we all have an opportunity to grow in different facets of theater.
Probably you enjoy the backstage part of it?
The backstage is one of my favorite parts. I love doing it. This is my 7th show as stage manager, my 3rd show stage managing for MCT, and it's super rewarding to get to help bring the whole production together.
Well, you sound like the perfect guy for back there. Just make sure everything goes good, so the experience out there in the audience is wonderful. I guess that's it. So it's July 19, 2021, out at the elementary school in Millersport Community Theatre, and the address is
mctohio.com.
mctohio.com. That's where you can get tickets. They're available there. You can get them at the door, but I'd suggest getting them ahead of time. Got information about a little dinner thing you got going on before the show, so that's exciting. Well, best of luck, Isaac. Isaac Poe with us, the stage manager. Going to be a fun time. Hope it goes well, and hope you have great weather so you get plenty of people turning out. That's always the case. Thank you. Isaac Poe with us from Millersport Community Theatre. Thanks for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.